Picture this. You're flying into LA for the first time, and this is what you see. Look at that. How crazy is this? It looks like a literal war zone is going on. But nope, that is the Palisades fire. And as a matter of fact, as of this recording, it's gotten even bigger than what they saw because this was taken on the first night of the Palisade fires. So, holy smokes, we are off to a fiery start of the year, and we're not even halfway through January yet. How crazy is this? So, sit down and enjoy the ride, guys, because we are about to see some apocalyptic times to kick off the new year.
Oh my god. We're out of the way.
This is what the PCH looks like as the fires were happening. Look at that. All of those houses burned down.
Oh my god, look at all these fucking houses. From Operation Copy that with that. Oh my god. Yeah, strike team reporting there. Or no.
It's like we literally just warped into hell or something.
Holy fuck. I'll take the strike team to assist. With the area because we still have.
It's just all burning right before our eyes.
But if you have other priorities,
hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate just gone like that. Because where this took place is in a rich neighborhood. It's in the Pacific Palisades, which is like an upper class neighborhood. You've got a mix of wealthier families and celebrities that live there. So you could imagine the amount of losses just in that area. But what's even crazier is all the wildlife that's been affected by these fires as well. And here you have a team of people rescuing some of the horses that were stuck in the area as these fires were raging on.
Here that one home is on fire, and right over here, Joab, you can see more people.
And one thing I want to point out is how the headline says that it's 2,900 acres. This video was taken on the night of the fires. I recorded this Saturday evening, and as of my recording on Saturday, it's about 21,000 acres. That's about a little over the size of Manhattan. I think Manhattan is about 16,000 acres. So yeah, it's like a Manhattan and a half to put things into perspective as far as the acreage goes. But let's go rescue some horses now.
Coming with their horses. They're trying to rescue their animals. Can you imagine just, oh my goodness, these embers flying everywhere.
Look at, yeah, those embers are crazy.
Hi there, how many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out. Yeah.
God.
Are there any homes out there on fire?
Honestly, I did not pay attention. I just drove straight to the barn to get my horses out and get the rest of these guys out. We're not just gonna let them burn.
I love how this guy has the Pokemon shirt.
We don't know. I don't know how many did you let out?
We took about 4 of them in trailers, 2 in the different trailers, 3 in another one. So this is
Clearly this guy needs to take out Squirtle or something, right?
at least maybe 12.
About 12? Are there more people out there right now?
It's a whole bar.
Let's get these down. I got, let's see. So there's 4, 2, 3, what is that, 9? How is it 14? 11, 12. There's 12. Yeah, no, that's pretty wired up. Yeah. They're getting used to it now, but when the wind's blowing and the embers are, they don't really know what to do. Have you seen anything like this? Look at that hillside.
What's really bothering me is how the embers are touching the horses. That has to be a little dangerous for them. I wonder how they're feeling just with the embers like touching their fur like that. That's a little crazy if you ask me.
Yeah, I've rescued before. Yeah? Yeah. Please be safe. Yeah, thank you. You be safe too. Yeah.
And I hope you guys are enjoying the ASMR of the clickety-clackities that the horses are causing.
The firefighters that were stationed at this location and the police officers, they already
Tragic,
left.
but at least soothing to the ears. But we even have people freaking out because the Getty was at risk of burning up. Well, as of this recording that I made on Saturday, the Getty is still intact, but it got dangerously close to being caught on fire. But this is just the villa. The museum is not the villa, but it's pretty close to the museum, just to put things into perspective. But that's what it looked like when the fire was fresh. And then, of course, as soon as the fires were getting stronger, a lot of people had to abandon their cars because the traffic was so bad that you couldn't drive out, and people were worried that they were going to get caught in the fire if they tried to stay with the traffic. So they just got out of Dodge and left their cars, and it caused these bulldozers to get the cars out of the way just so the firefighters could come in and do what they can to take out these fires. Huh. That little thing's not doing much. You need big ass helicopters, my friend. You need to pour some sand on that shit.
Don't drive over the hose.
Don't drive over the hose, they say. But yeah, we're not just losing millions of dollars worth of houses, we're also losing millions of dollars worth of cars because of the people that needed to leave their cars. Like, that's basically just a whole bunch of total losses because, you know, once a truck gets shoved by the bulldozer, or once a car gets shoved over by the bulldozer, you can't use it anymore, right? Like, it's no longer in usable condition because the car is going to get smashed up. But then this guy over here gives you tips on what to do after your car has been pushed aside by a bulldozer.
If you have to abandon your car because of the wildfire in Los Angeles, just do it. You should be covered under your comprehensive coverage and an auto insurance policy in an emergency like that. And don't take no for an answer from your insurance company. Trust me, I'm an insurance lawyer.
So one thing that he forgot to leave out from what I've been hearing is that you're supposed to leave your keys in the car when this happens. If you don't leave your keys in the car, then the insurance companies can deny you. And that's actually kind of messed up that these insurance companies are going to look for any reason to deny you during a time of emergency. I think another course of action that he didn't mention was that you should take pictures of the car with the plates clearly showing, because if you do that, then that's more proof you can use against the insurance company when it comes to filing that claim. Because if they see that it was in the area at the time of, like, everybody was evacuating and all that, these dogs, just hold on a second. You're going to have to forgive me for that. My dogs tend to get excited when people pass by the apartment. But anyways, let's move forward. Now you're going to see how crazy these fires were, how big this fire was more specifically, because you could literally see it from downtown LA, as I'm about to show you.
I have to zoom in on this for everyone.
And before I continue the clip, downtown LA is about, I want to say, 20 to 30 miles away from where the Palisades fire is. So just put that in your perspective.
So this is the Palisades fire. I live downtown. I'm going to zoom in. It has come over this hill. I mean, I've never seen something move so fast.
Looks like a volcano now that I think about it.
In minutes. Oh my God, this is so fucking scary. I'm sure everybody's evacuated from
Dark
that area,
times.
but go if they tell you to go.
And then we even have a time lapse of how the Palisades fire started on the day of, obviously. But look, now 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. It's rapidly growing. Damn. It's wild. In less than 12 hours, it literally went from like a little baby fire to just a whole ass blaze. And then, of course, even though LA is burning, you still got to walk the dogs, which kind of sucks because with these fires, it also fucks up the air quality. But there's not much you can do about that when you got two dogs. You still got to take them out for their walks. Best thing you can do in this scenario is take them out for like a quick 5 to 10 minute walk just to make sure they pee and hopefully do their number twos. But yeah, let's see what this guy did. Funky music too. Look at that smoke. Look at that smokiness. Hang on, let me fix this. All right, but anyways, look at that smokiness. I know how that feels because I have two dogs myself, as you guys have already heard from them barking earlier. So yeah, it wasn't easy for me to walk those dogs right on the day of the Palisades fire because it smelled like ass, man. You could smell the ash, you could smell everything. It was not good for the lungs. I felt like a piece of me died that day trying to walk them, but I made the walks with the dogs very quick. It was literally just quick 5 minutes, get in and get out. I didn't want them to be exposed to that fire for any longer. But now, let's see what this guy has to say or has to report on about rich people trying to buy private firefighters.
A rich LA man tried to offer firefighters massive amounts of money to go per house instead of saving media to go off on him and give him what he deserved. The LA man is a millionaire who owns luxury prop neighborhoods most affected by fires. He posted a video on social media saying he would for private firefighters to go per house. Private firefighting are a real service that's been around. Some argue that these during times when they are most, while others that these private wouldn't be on the front money. Either way, the timing of the request tone deaf to many that he is just ashamed wealth, while others are spiral before.
So, yeah, the main argument is that even though the main argument is basically he's taking away private firefighters that California could have hired themselves to take out those fires anyways. So, yeah, because the government, they could have hired these private firefighters as well, and they have the capital to do so, and I'm sure they have. So I think that's the big problem with rich people buying the private firefighters, is that they were taking them away from the California government, which, they would have helped with the fires either way, but instead he turned it into a bidding war with the state instead of just letting them kind of be brought out by the government, add an extra set of hands to the state level firemen as well, so to speak, if that makes any sense. But let's not turn this into an eat the rich moment, because a lot of middle-class families or people that aren't as wealthy were affected by these Palisades fires as well. And for a lot of these people, those homes were a good portion of their net wealth, just like with this girl over here, right? Like, this was her childhood home, and let's see what she has to say about her perspective on this crisis. See, even the high school and the elementary school and the Starbucks, because the popular Starbucks in Pacific Palisades also went bye-bye, which was apparently a community staple. God, those insurance companies, they haven't learned from the Luigi crisis. They're still trying to deny policies. That's nuts.
That I was not able to get. I can't get it because
So even the documents are gone now.
sunset. We ran out of water, and I don't know what's like. That's it. I own like one pair of socks.
And she probably had hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars worth of clothing. Now she's reduced to one pair of jeans, one pair of shorts, or one pair of socks and a shirt, and the jewelry that's on her ears, obviously.
Not to get morbid, but what is fire insurance? Is dropping people or dropped people as their house? What is the point of having fire
insurance?
Also
The biggest scam.
And then rich people can rebuild it. Then the people that can't.
Keep in mind, this is similar to the Maui wildfires that happened last year or whatever, when rich people came in and brought up the property, specifically Oprah. I know she came in and tried to buy as much land as she could as soon as those Maui wildfires happened.
Because our government, how are we going to afford to help these people? Cost millions. No one's going to get all the money in the world, basically. Or if you're like normal people, is basically the majority of your net worth. Gone. Being like, hey, my house, how about you? And you're like, same. And all you can see, even though, each of us
She makes a point.
Had a home. I was sleeping in my bed. Who started this? Why do we have no supplies? Are we not putting it out? Like, why can't we?
That's a good question. But now, here's some aftermath shots of the fire. Never seen palm trees like that. That one guy must be counting his blessings, the house that was left untouched. He must have felt like a lottery winner. Oh, we got another one. That other person must have felt like a lottery winner too. Like those two houses that remained intact, they might as well just sign up for the lottery. Maybe they'll become big like that one guy who won $1 billion off the lottery. We're going to see what happens if you're exposed to the smoke from the wildfires from a health expert. Nice little bow tie, by the way.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rubin. I'm a board-certified allergist. I am praying for those who are in that area right now, Southern California, where there are massive wildfires occurring. I want to raise some public awareness regarding the health risks that can occur if you are exposed to wildfire smoke, especially at high quantities. So please share this information widely. I will also go over some tips in this video. So if you are near that area, even if you are not directly near the fire itself, the path of the smoke can be inhaled, and whether or not you have underlying conditions or if you're young, elderly, immune compromised, or pregnant, anybody can potentially be at risk of having severe respiratory complications from inhaling smoke in that area. After you have evacuated, if you are still near the area where there is smoke, make sure you stay indoors as much as possible. Keep your windows and doors closed and sealed as much as possible. You want to minimize the exposure to potential irritants. Have HEPA air filtration running constantly to try to filter out particulates.
Air conditioning.
So it doesn't cause inflammation throughout your body. And if you have to go outside, make sure you're wearing a high quality mask over your nose and mouth and have eye protection to reduce the chances of having irritation.
Hopefully you didn't ditch your COVID masks from the pandemic, because now those are going to come in handy and they're going to help you with the smoke. But yeah, when I walked outside the first couple of days of the wildfires, oh my God, I felt like shit breathing in that air. It was just not pleasant. Even for just 10 minutes at a time, it was not pleasant at all. And I feel bad that I had to walk my dogs through that nonsense. But yeah, I had to put on my nerd glasses for the nerdy part of the video. But now what I'm about to show you is what you shouldn't do when you have a situation like this and you're a mile away from the fire.
Dad is calling now, so you can leave.
No, I know. I have to wait for my car keys. They're about to get here in 3 minutes.
See?
What do you mean? You have to wait for your car keys?
So I can drive my car away.
Well, where's the car?
Outside.
So where are the keys?
Not outside. Morgan got them.
Why would he give the keys?
My hairline a little crooked. Dad, I'm a dip as soon as I get my keys, though.
All right.
All right.
That car's gone.
Go.
All right. Mom, I'm finna leave. Mom, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm just waiting for my keys.
You just need to go.
Can you tell her, please? Mom, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for my keys. They're gonna be here in 2 minutes. Mom?
Log out.
Does she hear me?
Wait.
Can Mom hear me? Okay. Just tell her.
So you just need to log out and be outside waiting, bro.
All right.
All right.
All right, bro.
What he should have done was get off the phone and call the guy with the car. Like, why the hell would you just give your car out like that during a crisis? Like, you got to, like, take the car and go, man. Especially if you're that close to the fires. Come on, bro. But again, it's FaZe Clan. Like, some of them aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, and they produce a lot of brain rot. So I think the brain rot is kind of getting to them. But now we got a little bit of humor with this one and how people feel about the harsh winds that were going on in LA at the night of the fires. But yeah, so a reason why these fires happened was because of how strong those winds were, right? So the fires happened because of the strong winds in combination of not getting a whole lot of rain these past couple of months, because we've had an unusually dry December and an unusually dry January. These are usually months that see some rain in LA, like maybe about 5 to 10 days worth of rain each month. So that is just a recipe for wildfires, especially in a drier climate like the Los Angeles area, just to keep that in mind. And then here's what you also shouldn't be doing during these wildfires is what they do.
Born of cold and winter air and mountain rain combining.
Din Tai Fung is not worth it, guys, especially if you live in East LA. If you live in East LA, there's way better options for Chinese food. Din Tai Fung, it's okay if you have no other options, but in a place like Los Angeles, there's way better dim sum spots, if you ask me. As we end this episode, I have one question for you. Has anybody tried to do this to you?
So Los Angeles is on fire right now, and I'm right in the middle of basically the line of where the evacuation zone is. And I'm not trying to make light of this situation. Honestly, like, had people in my life who've had their homes burned down in fires and shit before. But to the men out there, I've sent a couple like, "Are you evacuating?" texts. And let me tell you, if you wanted to slide back in, you know, and you didn't slide back in for Merry Christmas or Happy New Year's, and you wanted to slide in for the "Are you evacuating?" the success rate is out of control right now. So, ladies, if you didn't get a slide back from a Merry Christmas or Happy New Year's slide back, and you're not getting the "Are you evacuating?" slide back, he's not sliding back.
That is true. So, to any ladies or the gay guys out there, has that happened to you? But I just want to say how crazy these fires are, because to put things into perspective, I'm going to leave you guys with a picture of what the air quality looked like on the day of the fires. I shit you not, it was in the 300s for the air quality, which is hazardous. That's like basically going to a chemical plant and just like breathing the air that comes out of those chemical plants. You're right next to it. Wild stuff. I'll see you on the next one.